This video demonstrates the proper procedures for making cylindrical specimens in the field. Cylindrical specimens shall be cast and allowed to set in an upright position. The diameter of the mold used shall be at least 3 times the nominal maximum size of the coarse aggregate. Also, the length of the mold shall be twice its diameter. When the nominal maximum size of the coarse aggregate exceeds 2 inches, wet sieve the concrete sample over a 2-inch sieve. Whether a layer of concrete is rodded or vibrated, the outside of the mold is to be tapped with a mallet. An open hand can be used to tap a light gauge single-use mold if it will be damaged by using the mallet. The equipment needed to mold a cylinder includes a mold of the appropriate size, scoop, tamping rod, mallet, and a float or trowel. Cylinder molds are either reusable or single-use. Standard molds are either 6 by 12 or 4 by 8 inches in size. The scoop shall be sized to obtain representative material from the receptacle and not spill as concrete is placed in the mold. The tamping rod shall be a round, straight steel rod with dimensions conforming to those in Table 1, and with the tamping end rounded to a hemispherical tip. Use a 5/8 inch diameter rod for a 6-inch diameter mold, and a 3/8 inch diameter rod for a 4-inch diameter mold. The mallet is used to close voids left by the tamping rod and to release any large air bubbles trapped in the concrete. The top surface of the concrete can be struck off and finished using the tamping rod, a handheld float, or trowel. Lightly coat the interior of reusable molds with mineral oil or another suitable non-reactive form release material. This standard permits the use of a mechanical vibrator to consolidate the concrete, regardless of its slump. Begin by selecting the type of mold, size of mold, and method of consolidation to be used. This demonstration will focus on rodding a 6-inch diameter single-use cylinder mold. Based on Table 3, 6-inch cylinders, which are rodded, are filled in 3 layers of approximately equal depth, with each layer rodded 25 times. Continue by properly obtaining a representative sample of fresh concrete. Using the scoop, place the first layer of concrete into the mold. Move the scoop around the mold to distribute the concrete. Consolidate the concrete by rodding the layer through its depth 25 times, no more and no less. Now tap the exterior of the mold 10 to 15 times with a mallet. Add the second layer of concrete to the mold. Rod the layer 25 times. The rod should penetrate through the second layer and into the first layer about 1 inch. Tap the exterior of the mold 10 to 15 times with the mallet. Add the third layer of concrete to the mold. Rod the layer 25 times. The rod should penetrate through the third layer and into the second layer about 1 inch. Tap the exterior of the mold 10 to 15 times with the mallet. When concrete in a 6-inch mold is to be vibrated, fill the mold in 2 equal layers, insert the vibrator 2 times per layer, and strike the mold at least 10 times with the mallet or open hand. When concrete in a 4-inch mold is to be rodded, fill the mold in 2 equal layers. Rod each layer 25 times with a 3/8 inch diameter tamping rod, and strike the mold 10 to 15 times with the mallet or open hand. When concrete in a 4-inch mold is to be vibrated, fill the mold in 2 equal layers. Insert the vibrator once per layer and strike the mold at least 10 times with the mallet or open hand. If necessary, add or remove representative material to adjust an underfilled or overfilled mold. Strike off any excess concrete using the tamping rod, a handheld float, or a trowel to produce a flat, even surface level with the rim of the mold. Now, mark the mold with the proper identification. Do not make any marks in the top surface of the concrete or on a removable cap. Upon removal of the mold, transfer this information to the specimen. Continue by curing the specimen following the specified procedures. Don't forget to clean your equipment.